This podcast is brought to you by the couchcommentators.shop.
Help support the channel
by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. Today I got Dan and James by my side, as usual. How are we, gentlemen? Dan, mate, how you going?
Yeah, not too bad. Had a swell weekend, just the
Swell.
usual.
Huh?
Worked Saturday, as
Ooh.
I always do.
How's the, look, for people that don't know, he works in shopping centres. How's the shopping centres this time of the year? I'm sure it's pretty good.
Well, I don't go inside much, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you know the amount of people that's picking up,
Yeah,
mate. It's getting
pretty
fucky.
bad.
It's
Is it
getting
hotting
fucky.
it's hotting up, as people would say.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
on Saturday, it was really busy. Like it was just a random Saturday, but it was just really
Yeah.
busy for no reason.
Fuck those dogs. Okay. James, mate, how you going?
Yeah, a bit of an eventful weekend. On the Friday, I went to the Hackers Major.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Mr. Big Time over
yeah,
here.
just a big time. I was lucky enough to get an invite. I'm sure they must just be big fans of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mine and Dan's is still in the mail.
Yeah. Shout out to Aiden Rang, obviously a friend of the podcast. Found out he's a listener.
Oh, shout out.
He's managed to win some free tickets, and I managed to get the call up because I have RDOs on Fridays. So I was lucky enough to go. Plenty of piss sunk. A lot of bad golf played.
Mm-hmm.
But good vibes all around though. The boys that I was with were good, and then played with another team, and they were from Newey. They were pretty good. It was Chris Randall's brother.
Shout out, Chris. I know
Yeah.
he's also a big listener.
Yep. Yeah, it was a pretty uneventful day. I tried not to make a fool of myself, but look, I definitely could have. I'm scared to listen to the Hello Sport podcast and find out that I did make a fool of myself.
There's one guy said he kept saying it was from the Couch Commentators in every video.
He cornered me and made me listen to a full podcast episode.
Oh,
It actually
man.
held me at my own will.
That's good. Did you get to say hello to him at all? Like,
Yeah,
shake
said
the hands,
hello to him, shook their hands.
kiss the ring.
Yeah, kissed the ring, so to be.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's-
like a good day.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. Fireball hole.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
that would have
So
been
you-
rough.
A huge valley that you got to hit over, and then you can get a mulligan for having a shot.
So Dan would not be having a
No.
mulligan.
I'd be hitting it dead straight down the fairway.
Yeah, good stuff, gentlemen. Good
Oh,
stuff.
how's your weekend?
Oh,
Bro?
since you asked, look, it was a quiet weekend, but the Sunday, me and Matty C, shout out Matty C, we decided to go to the beach. So we went down to Wollongong. Little did we know, though, it was going to be fucking overcast and a bit windy, so the beach was scrapped after about an hour.
Didn't you look at the fucking sky? It was overcast all day, mate.
Well. Look, you would think Wollongong Dragons fan, you'd think it'd be fucking God's country. It'd be
It is
fucking
God's
open up
country,
for us,
mate.
but it's pretty shit down there.
It is
And
God's
to top
country.
off the shitness, me and Matt stumbled into what was the Sydney to Wollongong, I believe. It was just a bunch of middle-aged men in Lycra, a bunch of mammals,
I heard that's why you spent there.
yeah. Me and Matt were there at the finish line waiting, just waiting to see
You
these
actually
guys.
interviewed some people, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that many people in Lycra before, and it was quite. Look, I don't hate cyclists, and we don't ref bash, but look, there was a lot of people I would maybe open my car door if they were driving down the side of my car. Just but other than that, no
What you're
good
gonna see,
day.
you saw Ashley Klein in Lycra.
Actually, and me and him faced off.
I'll
no.
him a boxing soon.
Yeah. Good day, though. Good day. Shout out, Matt. And we had a couple of beers and maybe a bit of a batch as well, but don't tell the missus. Okay. Now, we go into the next part. And Dan, we made a bet over the weekend. And
We
it's
did.
come to our minds that 100 episodes isn't too far away, about 15 episodes or so.
Yeah.
Including this. So, look, we're at 80 subscribers at the moment, and I think we can hit 100 before we hit 100 episodes. Dan is on the opposite side of the end there. We bet millions on this. So, look, I really need the fans to jump on board. If you're watching, you're not subscribed, press that subscribe button because we need it. We need it.
I actually bet my unborn children on this.
Yeah, look, I've went a bit far, but look, I need you guys to subscribe before we get to 100, so we can get to 100. And yeah, look, otherwise I'll be in debt to Dan with his unborn children. Next, we get into accountability, gentlemen, and I'll brush past this quick because we didn't do well. We didn't do well. All of our horses didn't do well. I think only one of us got a place, I believe.
Me.
Yeah. Jimothy.
And I was at good value as well. I'm like, oh, maybe the multis a chance.
It's a
Little did you know,
multi.
Dan's race was at 140 and he'd already ruined it.
Yeah, I had Cold Crusher and led the turn and just got fucking absolutely shitted in by Bella Nipotina. Yeah, look, too good for that class, but
Yeah, odd choice for your best bet.
Well,
my best bet is to go against the thing that shit at home in the Everest.
I think that's won a lot of races lately.
Remember, like when the Everest happened, there was also the other big race in Sydney, which was Overpass one, which everyone was saying Overpass probably would have won the Everest if it was in it. Who came second? Cold Crusher. So I was like, no, Overpass, Cold Crusher wins. Damn it. I was wrong.
Well,
I was wrong.
You were very wrong.
Okay. But that's accountability. We'll be back and gamble responsibly, obviously. We've just got a wicket. How's that?
So I'm watching the 1 day.
What's the
Did I get
what's
to 200 or
live update?
203.
Live update for the fans.
It was our man, Paddy C.
Paddy C. Live update for the fans. Team.
Paxton all out for 203.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You're getting this.
I'm pretty sure.
This update 2 days later,
but just so you guys know, we are sports watchers here. We don't just chat shit. All right, now we go to the listener questions, the best part of the podcast brought to us by you. We got plenty of questions this week, which is always good. After, I guess, last week's great episode, people want to get on board. We hit, I think, 5 million views, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
It's good stuff. It was good stuff. Shout out Ken and Aiden. We'll have you back on anytime, lads. Now, the first question is from Maddie C. And this is a hot topic at the moment. He's asked, where do you guys think Terrell May will end up? And is his $950K contract a bit ridiculous, if true? James, mate, where do you think he's going to end up?
where do I think he'll end up? Hard question. It's funny, like one of the only clubs that had a big war chest was the Roosters. Look, I don't think it would be possible because of you've just made a couple of re-signings, but if you ended up at the Sharks and all of a sudden your front row was that, then I would almost have to say you are a complete premiership threat.
Yes,
but he isn't. So now he's a close, but I don't have to say it now. Look, could Parramatta do with him? Yes. We have obviously freed up a lot of money between Guffo, Devo, and Campbell Gillard. But we don't know if or what has gone on behind closed doors. Like, and I'm not going to get sued because I'm not going to say anything. But something had to happen between him and the Roosters, whether it be amicable or something more sinister. But one thing I do believe is that 950K is absolute bullshit. Because there's no way because they re-signed him midway through this year. No?
I think so.
There's no way you re-sign a guy that has had all up a year of good football for $950,000 to make him probably the most expensive front rower in the comp.
And play him off the bench.
And this is why I say it religiously. Don't believe the
media,
the wages that you get told by the media. Like,
Dan, mate, who are you thinking?
Hear me out here.
I'm hearing
something just came to my head. What team has just lost one of their
North
best
Sydney Bears
front rowers?
Tigers.
No, well, yes, but they are the Penrith Panthers.
Oh,
yeah, I thought that as well. And like, obviously, a May brother going back to Penrith, makes sense. But they did re-sign Papali'i. And like they signed Papali'i, like that was immediately after Fisher Harris left. So
and like the 950K thing is a bit bullshit. And going on the thing of like something could have happened behind closed doors. His last name is May, after all.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know. Is that his last name? I don't know.
His brothers have done some sketchy shit in the past, so
Allegedly.
What you're saying is something may have happened.
yes.
Or may not. We're
Knee
funny.
slappers.
We are funny. For me, I think the doggies might be a good shout. I
Yeah.
He's
don't
not a
mind.
utility though, so they don't.
Yeah.
They won't sign him.
Like this year, you'd say their forward pack was a bit light, and definitely could use him. Then also, like, Tigers would be a good shout, but they've literally announced their top 30 already, so it's like, well, they'd have to now get rid of a player to fit him in.
I've heard the problem with the Tigers is the last management put all of these youngsters into top 30 deals now, so they've still got like over $1 million or whatever left in their cap, but they've got 30
they
players.
can't spend it. So they literally have to try and get someone to do something stupid, and then you're out.
Like, hey, youngster, downgrade you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably my pick. I'll go the dogs.
Yeah, I didn't think that. Yeah, they just obviously freed up the Addo Carr money. So
Yeah.
And that's another top 30 spot open. So who knows? Who knows? And there's
Definitely.
Terrell May, a bit of a Penrith connection with the May brothers, and like he got Crichton out that way, Burden,
Yeah.
bring the Penrith out that way. I guess I don't know.
Gus will probably tell you they're a good family of
Yeah,
hard
yeah. And they all come back to the Bulldogs.
What is Gus called fucking Vin Diesel now or some shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Family.
having a couple Coronas up in the Bulldogs box. Yeah, next question. Matty C again. He asks, do you believe we actually landed on the moon, or was it staged? Great question. Great question.
I think Matt's got his fucking tinfoil hat on here.
Tinfoil hats on. James, what do you think?
I believe we landed on the moon because I think it would take too many people to cover up the conspiracy to feasibly have no one prove it with evidence, like, and be a whistleblower.
True.
It's not like it's 3 people that like did this.
Yeah.
It's
The whole of NASA.
Dan.
I think we did land on the moon because, as James said, it'd be very hard to keep under wraps if it was staged. And honestly, like, I don't think it would have been a possibility to try and stage it. Like with all the...
Do you think they had cameras and movie sets back then?
Well, they would have, but it wouldn't have been to the quality of like what the actual shit would have been.
Maybe they're hiding the good shit out the back, and like maybe like hear me out. AI existed back then, and they didn't want to show us, and it's all AI. So that's my theory. Matt, I would love to hear your tinfoil hat theory. Do you think it was staged? I don't know. It's crazy.
I reckon it does, just because he's asked this question.
I think to really get to the bottom of this, we all have to smoke a joint and really figure it out. Okay, next question from Matt. He asks, would you rather use eye drops made of vinegar or have to use coarse sandpaper as toilet paper? Okay, this is some really Matty C. We're getting into the Matty C questions now. Okay. Dan, mate, what would you rather?
Oh. Honestly, I'm not sure. Like, would the vinegar burn when it goes into your eyes? Like, I'm guessing.
Yes,
I'm guessing it would. Like, and then, like when you go to the toilet, sometimes you do those magic shits.
Yeah.
You could just like,
What? Right. Try to recreate that every shit. Please be magic. Please be shit. Sandpaper.
I'll probably just go the fucking sandpaper, honestly.
Oh, damn. That's me tough on the old arsehole. James, mate.
Yeah, so the vinegar, I feel like, could literally make myself blind.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
My eyes are already fucked enough as it is.
After enough eye drops. But also, there is one point. I don't really use eye drops, so
This is what I was thinking as well.
could I just have the eye drops made of vinegar and never have to use them?
Genius.
So maybe I'll just do that. And the other idea I had was I was just gonna use the sandpaper but get a bidet and like just sort of only need it to
Look.
sort of slightly dry off my ass or so.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Sandpaper has like the sandpaper side, and then it has a flip side to it.
Yeah.
It's just paper.
Hey, now we're thinking
Still a bit
outside
rough,
the box.
but-
It's still a bit rough, but
I pretty much was going to both things James said was what I was thinking. Oh, other than the bidet, I was thinking more just jump in the shower every time you need to clean off. Like
just shit in the shower. Waffle
Yeah,
stomp
shit in
it.
the shower.
Waffle stomp it.
clean up, you're set, you're done. Or just never use eye drops, which we don't. So, look, I'd love to hear what you would do, man. Please DM Dan. Okay. And show pictures. Okay, next question from Matty C again. He asked, do you believe we need more characters in the game of rugby league? I miss Thaiday and his jokes. I don't know. I think we have a lot of characters as it is, but gentlemen, what do we think, James?
Yeah, I think we've got plenty of characters. Maddie C doesn't like some of the characters, but we do have plenty of them.
You got Toby Rudolph, who said he would go back to Norvies to get anything he can.
Yeah, exactly.
You got Brandon Smith. He's a
Yeah.
degenerate
Jeez.
alcoholic.
Latrell Mitchell, love him or hate him, he's a character.
Yeah.
Haddo Carr, he's been
Had a
in
car.
trouble.
Let's trot. Dan, are you of the same opinion? The Gufferino.
Like, yeah, like some of the shit that Sam Thaiday did back in the day, like it was funny, like packing into the opponent's scrum and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But I think I agree with you, boys. We do have a lot
Yeah,
of
a lot of
characters, but like it's just not as many like joking stuff on the field.
True. I would love to see bloody Shane Shackleton back. He was my favourite.
You mean
Shackleton.
Fui Fui Moi Moi?
Moi
I'd
Moi.
love to interview Pui Pui and find out how, like, obviously he would have had to give his consent, but there must have been times when he saw Shane Shackleton ripping on him in their training and just been like, far out.
How do I not knock this bloke out?
Well, hopefully we answered your question, Matt, and let us know. Next question we have from Paracave Podcast. Shout out Troy. He asks, would the Fox be a good buy for the Eels? Now, we're getting into the new topics of later, but we'll jump into it now. The Fox is on the market, obviously. He has been seen at the trade site digging some dirt into some barrows.
Again, it's a bit of character.
Bit of character. Like, he obviously doesn't need that. He's got enough money, but he's still doing it for a bit of fun. But do we think it's a good buy for the Eels? James, you're the Eel man.
I don't think we need it.
Mm.
Like, Jason Ryles seems to be rebuilding and
Getting a lot of backs.
yeah. But like, I feel like he's going to try and put a hard edge on us, and you want the flashy Haddo Carr that has just been in all this trouble and headlines for the wrong reason around you.
I'm just thinking of that, like, Lomax one side, you bomb into him, or you're kicking long and then Addo flying on the
I think
balls.
if we get Haddo Carr,
bloody
it just
crazy.
means that Lomax is going to be in the centres.
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe. Who's the other wing options?
You got Sean Russell.
Fuck him off.
Yeah, he can play centre. But
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a good buy myself. Wouldn't say no. Probably not to Sharks because I think our wingers are pretty good, and then we got Stone Street in the background.
Is he over 30 yet? It'd be a good buy for the Dragons if he is.
Yeah. This could do.
We seem to like 30-year-olds.
I just don't know if I'd give him the opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
just leaving halfway through the game just to grab a charger. Apparently, that itself is a horrible.
Yeah, a bit. He's probably getting into the fart sniffer territory of he's getting a bit high on his own supply.
Yeah.
Like, even like obviously Let's Trot, but he has his own like clothing company now. You see him at like he gets invited to so many weddings,
Yeah.
and he's just like probably getting paid to go to these weddings and that sort of stuff. He's a big character, but look, I think Riles is probably trying to build more of that Storm play and that sort of stuff. So that's probably why he's looking at him already, looking at other Storm players as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like he's the sort of Storm player that got reined in by the rest of the Storm players and
Mm.
gets put on the right path, and they can play the right footy. I don't think he's the sort of Storm player that leads everyone.
He was a leader at the Bulldogs until he wasn't.
I reckon if Adokar never left Storm,
Mm.
he doesn't go down like.
Well, he'd probably still be in the Origin team.
Yeah, but he doesn't like have all this controversy
Yeah.
that he's been into lately.
Yeah, because not many people in Melbourne know who like Melbourne players are. To be fair, they all follow the AFL. But yeah, I think goodbye from me, James. Not goodbye.
Not goodbye,
Not goodbye.
or maybe goodbye to Super League.
Let us know what you think, Troy. Let us know. Now we go to a question from Aiden. He asks, "Can I have tips to get better at golf?" Jeez, Aiden, you've come to the wrong podcast. If you've seen our latest TikTok, it was pretty good. Dan actually the best at the holes. So do you want to give him any tips on how to play?
Hit ball with club and try and get in hole.
Good. James, any tips for Aiden?
Well, on Friday, I started off all right, and then I got worse as I drank more and more. But then there was almost a bell curve effect, and it came back up. So my last drive was one of my best. So maybe start when you're completely hammered and out of it.
Consume a shit ton of alcohol, and then you'll be really good. And some Momo. For me, I would say my tip is like when you're in the bunker, right? Yeah, kind of swing with one hand and throw the ball out. You throw the ball out.
What are you gonna say when you're in the bunker? Get really confused and make the worst decision possible.
Close your eyes and just fucking start swinging.
Hope for the best.
Okay. Hopefully your golf game steps up now, Aiden, after all those. Next question we have from Aiden again, and this is a weird one. This is getting to Matty C territory. He asked, "Do you guys think Dan could crush my head with his thighs?" So I've seen the great Carly once squeeze a man's head, and I believe that was real. In fact,
Rey Mysterio died in the ring that day.
Do we think Dan can do it with his thighs, James?
See, here's the thing: big man, big thighs. Are they big muscly thighs that could crush it?
I don't know.
They have to carry around himself all the time, so they must be strong.
But like the squeezing, that's
yeah. How much force do we need? Bad knee.
Yeah,
you could just go for one knee.
But then I thought of it. Never said it had to be in between. Head on hard floor. Oh, jeez.
Rikishi that man.
So yes, I could.
Yeah, lock it in.
I'm going with that answer. I'll just leg drop him.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Aiden.
Look forward to that. That'll be on TikTok soon.
Coming to a WWE ring near you.
Yeah. I want you to dress up as Rikishi as well and do like that. Fucking...
Right. And then put him in the corner.
Yeah. Okay. We really need to start this WWE podcast. It's take it off. Take it off.
I did watch some WWE on the weekend. So
beautiful stuff. Why didn't you bring that up? Oh, George. Okay. Next question again from Aiden. He asks, "Hey guys, where do we think Ben Hunt, Adokar, and Terrell May will end up? We've ticked 2 off that list. Where are we going with Ben Hunt, gentlemen?" Dan, you're the Dragon Man.
Into the fucking sun because I couldn't give a fuck about him.
Oh, bit of hostility.
Real
bit of hostility I sense over there, Dan. Your ex-captain, your ex-playmaker, ex-best player, you just don't like him anymore.
No. Once you get rid of the red V, you're no longer a part of me.
That's fair. You have to cross him off your tattoo. You have the team list obviously on your arm. And just...
That's why I don't wear singlets anymore. I've got the top 30 going from down here.
You gotta cross him off. Get a new player in there. James, mate. Actually, I know the new player you could add to Gufferson.
Only 3 years.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Who do you reckon, James? Where's he going?
I can't believe nothing's come out yet.
Yeah.
Feels like it would have been quicker, but my pick is the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Thinking Dolphins.
Like
I hate
Nicarima's
Dolphins.
good, but if they can have a partnership of Katoa and Ben Hunt for 2 years, that could get him top 8 possibly. Like they've been floating around it without a like dominant half there.
Yeah.
And then
And I think it can really elevate Katoa's game having someone
Yeah.
older around him with like experience.
That's my choice.
I think the War Chests who are getting rid of Terrell May might be able to pick him up.
But they have just signed Chad Townsend as well.
But he was getting fucking relegated at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Do you think after they signed him, they're probably like, fuck, we fucked up here?
They've got no half right now, so
They have, I think I seen they re-signed Sam Walker for longer.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Sam Walker misses the first like 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Sandon Smith might have to miss some weeks. I don't know exactly how that's going to work.
The Cheese will play halfback.
The Cheese is missing the same amount of
Oh,
time
yeah,
as Sam
'cause-
Walker.
Yeah.
Terrell May will.
Tedesco will play halfback.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, wait, they can just chuck Joey Money. Oh.
Or maybe Joseph Swali.
Oh.
Did you see the post today about
Yeah.
Union
Loan 2026.
a loan to Roosters, like in the off season or whatever of Union?
he-
Come back to the Roosters.
Because he still doesn't have a
Same.
Super Rugby contract. He's just got an Australian rugby contract.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like,
It's
if you're rugby
stupid.
union and he's a marquee signing, the like to get people to see your sport.
Yeah.
If they were to allow that to happen, is stupid in the first place. And then it's also the NRL. If they allow that to happen, it's double stupid because now you got all these other clubs that could want the same thing. You get athletes that go to union and come back and play for your team, but it just opens a whole can of worms. That shit.
It does indeed.
But I thought that was funny when it came out today. Yeah. Hopefully Ben Hunt goes to not the Dragons, obviously. Maybe the Tigers, another half for them. I don't know. Okay, now that's all for the listener questions, guys. But as always, we have the speak part, the best part, arguably the best part. Now let's see how many we got. We got a decent amount today, gentlemen and gentle ladies. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
We go to Maddie C first.
Hey, Brandon.
Hello, Matt.
How are you?
Not too bad, mate.
Hey, James.
Hey, Matt.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Hey, Dan. How are you?
Good, Matt. Good. I'm good.
Doubt Lucas is there, but how are you, Lucas? Yeah, good. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to call someone out here.
Ooh.
Fuck you, Aiden. You're a fucking dog. Try and shake your hand at OzTag and play things cool, and you fucking ghost me. You're a
Ooh.
fucking cat, mate. I expected better things from you after all that fucking tough talk on the internet. Fuck you.
Wow, it's fucking starting to hot
It's
up
heating
again.
back up. Hot-
Obviously, we said a pause on the finals time. Finals are over, gentlemen, and things are starting to get a bit heated again.
As the boys said last week, anyone's nan can get it.
Yeah, well, they said that. They also said to meet him at the Oztag field. Matty C rocked up. He was there, ready to fight.
Matty C rocked up and I didn't.
Yeah, shout out Dan for not turning up to our last game. Come on.
I couldn't turn down a shift at work to go play Oztag.
I do love the mention of Lucas, though, by Matt. Cheers. Shout out
When
Lucas.
he asked me how I was kind of expecting either give
Yeah, I
a
was-
fuck or a fuck you.
Yeah, I was like, I was hoping that happened, but no.
See, Matt, be better.
There was a different man in his targets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's just been all the COD we've been playing together.
yeah. He's
It's-
building our friendship
Yeah, again.
again, rekindling the friendship. Okay, next one is from Caleb.
What's up, Tigers members and fans? It's Remy here. Currently in England still, finishing off the year off with Samoa. But I'm officially a Tiger, and I'm really excited to be a part of this new journey. Can't wait to meet you guys, to feel your energy, and to feel your presence. And I'm here to win. I'm here to win consistently, so I hope you guys are ready for the ride. See you guys soon. One jungle, no limits. Peace.
Wow, that Caleb sounds really like Jerome Law.
Yeah.
It's
Surprised that I think it was Jerome Luai.
Yeah, not gonna
well,
lie.
maybe he was on the phone to Jerome Law.
Yeah.
Look, I do find it funny.
I have a feeling it might be Matty C.
I don't want to say anything, but maybe. Yeah.
Matty C does have 2 phones.
Have you seen the video like where he says that? I feel like he's held at gunpoint saying, say we're going to win. Tell them we will win.
The videographers have flown over to England while he's over there. Mate, we've hired this shotgun just for this video.
Please tell the fans that you're going to play good for us. We need more memberships.
Another live cricket update. We've just walked out the bat.
Oh, the great Australian bat-off's about to happen.
I'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that later. I look forward to cricket talk soon, guys. Okay, next one again from Matty is a chode. I wonder if it's Matt again. That's crazy. Okay, Matty's a chode.
G'day, boys. Another week in paradise, as they say. I reckon that podcast last week was your best yet.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Personally, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot been happening this week. When I said last week that pulling apart Darcy's gearbox was not going to involve oil, I was wrong. There's plenty of it. Wasn't fun. The car is now up and running again, which is good.
Is he good?
Time to get rid of it. So if anyone is looking for a Mark 7 Golf, hit me up. Good price. Also saw Matty C in the flesh at OzTag. Pretended to shake his hand and then move my hand away. He got really cut. Kind of funny. Sucked in, you little chode. Yeah.
They couldn't have gone better.
Great timing.
I'm so glad that happened like that.
Well, we got to hear both sides.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say, yes, last week, I'm not a big car guy, not a mechanic or anything like that, but I'm like, I think it could get a bit messy taking apart a gearbox. But I was like, oh, let him.
I didn't say I was really good at his work, which isn't his actual work.
He's not an electrician.
Yeah.
He's a really good mechanic.
If I ever have car problems, I'm going to that bloke. Even with oils, I'm sure he will deal with it.
No liquid policy.
Also, if anyone's looking for a golf,
A Golf Mark 7.
Mark 7, and look, that was just great. It was great comedic timing from both of you guys. I don't know if you played it, but good to hear.
I doubt they planned it.
Yeah, they would. Okay, next one, soccer report.
Also, bringing back the weekly soccer report that I know you guys love a lot.
I'm thrilled for it.
After a couple of weeks ago, Sydney FC losing to the new side Auckland City.
Ooh.
They got a win on the weekend. Honestly, cannot remember who it was against. Honestly, didn't watch the game. But yeah, they won, so excellent.
Great report here.
The best team in all of England, Swansea City, finally got back to winning ways as well with a 2-1 win. So that was awesome.
It's awesome.
They continue to get me excited and then viciously rip my heart out from my chest. And then another one for years. Tottenham continuing to perform well under Ange, scoring plenty of goals, winning 4-1 on the weekend. So against Aston Villa, who are currently the leaders of the Champions League. So not a bad win for them.
Good old Postecoglou going well, eh?
Yeah.
Look, that was riveting.
That's the around the grounds we need.
That's it. Yeah, look, he's got his ear to the grounds. Look, I think I actually seen a post today about the A-League. Both New Zealand teams are winning.
Yeah.
And, someone just said, like, Australians don't get soccer or something
Yeah, I
like
actually
that.
seen that post as well.
So, look, I also keep updated with the A-League.
Also,
And,
what a random EPL team to go for. Swansea
City, yeah.
I'm guessing he goes for him because they rip his heart out.
I remember him having a pretty cool kit.
For me, I'm a Man City man. James, you're a
Leicester City man.
A Leicester City man, Dan.
And I'm an Arsenal man.
A gunner.
I'm a gunner.
Big fans though. Yeah, we supported. Do or die.
I look at the ladder every now and then, see Arsenal go up there and then go back down and then go back up and then go back down.
Yeah, I don't like. For me, I just don't have to look at. I just know we're up there.
You just know you're up there.
I'm back at a winner. Okay, next speak pipe. We got Mighty Ducks are bums. How dare you?
How dare you?
Who
Blasphemy.
is this?
All right, let's see who it is.
And just one more thing after we had our last game of OzTag for the season, we just get a season overview of how you think we went, where we need to improve, and maybe if we could just get a play-by-play on both of Leachy's tries that he received off kicks, with Harrington, the other Aiden, possibly giving the best assist ever with the giant dummy, and then grubber, which was sensational and we all loved. I personally think that this season was quite abysmal.
Yes.
Haven't had too many worse seasons than this one for both the Wednesday teams. I feel like we need some speed injected back into the side, as Corey Brown's ankles have about as much integrity left as his knees do.
Look, yeah, I'd have to agree with last season. We had some highs, we had some lows, some
Mostly
ups and
lows.
downs. From Div 1 down to Div 2 to getting in fights to getting suspended. A lot of losses as well.
Definitely most eventful season.
Yeah, most eventful season. But in saying that, we do have some new signings on the way as well. So we got positives to look forward for in the future.
I don't have much speed coming so far.
Yeah, not much speed. We might have to outsource some speed.
Our main speed man that we were supposed to have this season, but he fucking dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, true. See if he's keen on.
He definitely won't be.
Put on the
He won't
Ducks
be able
jersey
to.
Yeah.
He's
for the next season.
no sport for 6 months.
Yeah, well, look, 6 months isn't that far away. Look, for the tries now, let's get into the game. We'll go to not the try of the year, no decade. Is like it was up there. Maybe the century, try of the century.
Okay,
But we'll go to the first one. Mini gets the ball at first receiver, kind of half breaks, goes right, kicks it back off the inside of his foot, back in this way. This was on the siren pretty much. I've gone one hand to catch it, fucking like bobble it in the air over a player, touch it with the other hand, then touch it back with the other hand, and then I finally catch it, put it down. Like only maybe 10 seconds later, the siren goes off, and I just go to the other team. Last try wins, fuckheads. But, it was look. It probably would have got pulled up in the NRL for tapping it over someone. But
The Jared Hayne.
we got the play on. We got the try. There was another missed opportunity by myself as well, where I made a break, seen a bloke, and I'm like, I could fucking beat this guy. Turns out I couldn't. He got me right on the line, so that was unfortunate. But now the try of the century. Shout out Aiden Rang, the bloke James played golf with, and our loyal listener.
He's got 2 shout outs in one podcast.
Yeah.
You're doing well for yourself.
Froze a dummy that would do anyone proud. James impressed by his work.
Mate, I was on the sideline. I felt like I was out there.
Yeah, the whole other team's bench as well, impressed by the work of the big man. Dummies, fools everyone, goes another maybe like 5 meters, and then decides to put a crossfield grubber in, and like off the boot, I'm not gonna lie, like everyone just thought it was too big, and we've kind of just all stayed back. Like no one's chased this thing, but as it gets through its bounces, it gets to one bounce where it just bounces really high. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna fucking hold up a bit. So I start running, and I get there with like millimeters to before that ball goes over the line. I grab the ball and put the ball over the try line.
Just in one motion, just
Yeah, it's pretty much like I grab it and like while I'm falling, put it over. But look, the try wasn't the main part. It was Aiden for a thickie, throwing that dummy and putting a grubber in, a pinpoint grubber. And
He just sees the game different.
yeah, some are saying Andrew John's like, Jonathan Thurston like. We're going to have to sign this bloke on a $1 million contract to keep him at the Mighty Ducks, I believe.
Monopoly money, of course. Yeah.
It was a good game. We had beers on the sideline. James got to hand out some trophies to our team.
Some trophies.
Yeah.
It was a good presentation.
Yeah. After the game, James shook all of our hands. Good season. So yeah, it was a good game. Good look. Not the best of seasons, we'll admit that.
It was a bit of a funny week for me because obviously I handed out the trophies at Oztag, which was beers, and then got called back to the old junior football club and I had to hand out some trophies to like 6-year-olds that were real trophies.
And you got them mixed up sometimes. You're like, oh shit, like, take the beer back.
You know what I reckon we do for next season? We might have to order them now because, you know, next season we put our logo on our jerseys.
Oh. Sponsored by the Ducks.
Sponsored by the Couch
Commentators.
You know, we'd have to order them now because the jerseys take forever.
Look, another funny part. I know we're talking about Oztag a lot, and look, if you're still listening, this gets better. You know, about Oztag singlets. Literally the whole season, like maybe 6 or 7 players didn't have a singlet. And then the last game we get singlets, so I get to hand them out as a parting gift for the last game.
Thanks for playing, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. James handed out beers, you handed out singlets.
Quite great. But that's all for the Oztag. Now we get to some more speak pipes, and we have one from Henry Flood. Let's see what he has to say.
Hi guys.
Hi Henry.
It's Henry here again. For my favourite time of the week. Hi, Dan.
Hey, Henry, how's it going?
You're looking nice today.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Hi, James.
Hi.
You're looking good too. Hope the hamstring's all right.
Yeah, look, it's
Hi, Brandon.
Hi,
You're looking fucking hot today. Anyway, just had a hot flush come over me. I got a chance to go down and watch his play last week, and I was very impressed. I think next year yous will be a lot better, and you know you'll really be able to make a deep dive into the big games, or what, maybe the semis. I think they might be called, and the grand final.
Has at the moment.
But yeah, I'm very, very happy, and you guys all rest up. Yous have really earned a good break.
Thank you.
I did notice though, one of your friends, I think his name's Matty C as you call him. I did notice that he was getting a little bit close to Brandon, and yeah, just talking to him and everything. I just wanted to let him know, how to say this nicely. Back the fuck up. He's mine. Love you, Brandon.
Love you as a friend, Henry. Look, it was great that he's supported the team. He's starting to know what the semi-finals is, the grand final. Maybe we can make that. As for Matt, you probably want to maybe look into AVOs as well. I know a guy. Okay, now we have our next one. It's from.
Hold on, another live update. Australia are 1 for already.
Oh, get fucked.
Matt Short just got out.
One for
Not
one.
good.
1 for 19.
No. Okay. Next one from Frank. Totally not Toby Wallace. Okay, let's see. What do you have to say?
G'day, this is Frank. Mate, my question is, what's Dan's address? Remember, it's Frank.
Okay, Frank, yeah.
I just want to come have a little chat with him, mate. Yeah. I know I might sound like Toby, but it's not.
Oh, yeah.
My name's Frank.
Yep.
I just need Dan's address or I need to know his work schedule. Like, where's he work? What time he leaves the house? What time he comes back to his house? Possibly the route that he takes to and from his house. Yeah, I know this is a speak pipe where you get to ask your questions, so that's my question. Please get back to me, please, ASAP.
I can help you out here.
Or you can DM me personally. Bit of a weird one for my email, but it's at tobywallace@yahoo.com. Please get back to me.
He seems a bit calmed down. Sorry, it's Frank, not Toby.
Yeah, it's Frank.
Yeah.
Did you not get that from the 3 or 4 times he said it was Frank?
So, what he needs. So that's unlockable underneath the video. So get onto the YouTube. I just need you to like, comment, and subscribe, and then it will pop up in the description.
Yeah.
Look, I know he does podcasts about 5:30, leaves about 7 o'clock on a Monday. As for where he works, we said shopping centre earlier. So look, we're throwing out breadcrumbs for you, Frank.
And Frank, I totally don't have. I'll probably be at work by the time this comes out. So if you can work out where I work, then you'll be onto something.
Yes.
And he drives a black
LDV.
And the number plate is
kitten indent on the front bumper.
It wasn't actually my car that did it, so
Okay, look, Frank, if you want to find out more, DM one of me or James, then we can help you out. always want to help out our fans, you know. Okay. I wonder what Toby's up to. Obviously, he did put one in this week. We got another one. It's from I Was Robbed of Finals Footy. Let's see what this one's about.
G'day, boys. Fucking another potty live from the car. No problems. Just running good.
Good, that's good.
Just wanted to say thanks for having us on last week's ep. That was pretty fun.
no worries, mate.
I really enjoyed that. It was a good yarn. Definitely felt like it went a lot quicker than what it actually did. But boys, just want to get your thoughts. I'd assume you're the same as my mixed team, Tui's extra tries, and my men's team, Into Your Nan. We didn't make the finals for any of them. Actually, we missed out on finals for both.
Oh, right.
Mixed, we missed out on for and against, and men's, we missed out by 1 point. But I'm sure you guys are probably the same as me, just carrying a few little niggling injuries, and it'll now be nice to have a little bit of an off season, bit of a break. I'm looking forward to it. Just wondering if you guys are too. Now that the footy season's pretty much going to be finished, I was talking with Aiden, and I know what season's about to start. It's nan hunting season. And you could say I've had quite a good pre-season. It's been compared to a Craig Bellamy army camp. What are you boys thinking? You thinking we go hunting? Anyway, have a good one, lads.
You're thinking what I'm thinking, B1?
That's good. I love the names of the teams. Tui's extra tries is good.
That's a good
I
one.
like that. I feel sad for him missing out on 2 finals. Like, obviously, we only just missed out as well by like the whole ladder. The whole ladder.
Turn the ladder upside down. We came first.
Yeah. As for hunting dads, look, we did mention that earlier in the podcast, didn't we, gentlemen?
Yes.
Look, footy season's over, so is it hotting up in the speak pipes again? Maybe. Obviously, the handshake has gone wrong with Aiden and Matt already, so who knows?
Are we on our way to World War II?
It's on the cards. So stay tuned, guys, and look forward to that.
And also, we did enjoy the podcast last week.
Yeah.
Might look to have some more guests on. Doesn't have to be athletes. It's pretty good just to get some opinions from regular couchies.
Who's saying they aren't athletes?
Yeah.
Well.
Great athletes. And sorry to talk about OzTag again, but what a real fall from grace we had as the Mighty Ducks. Like grand final last season.
Div 1 grand final.
Div 1 grand final. And then to coming last in second div. What a real
hot,
fall
hot
from Graves.
stuff.
Yeah, way to dwell on it.
Yeah.
It's almost like we lost our ex-NRL player, Shannon Gallant.
True. But look, we move on. We move on to next season. We move on to the future.
When is next season? I'm guessing it's like next year.
Yeah, I'd say so. They wouldn't play over the break. Now, that's all for the speak pipes, guys. Thank you, everyone. It is really one of the best parts of the podcast. So brought to us by you, obviously.
Yes, indeed.
Now we go to NRL talk, and we haven't talked about NRL at all in this podcast, so we're going to bring it up now. Okay, there's a couple games on the weekend, some big games, big results. We go to obviously the Kiwis versus Tonga. Tonga getting the win, 25-24, a clutch field goal from Isaiah Katoa. Gentlemen, who impressed you? Dan.
I'm going to go Adam Fanua-Blake for his try, straight up the hey diddle diddle.
Oh, yeah, that was hot.
It was beautiful.
You feel sad for Keanu Keeney.
He just got ran over.
When you see a bloke the size of Dan running at you with a full steam of fucking speed at you, you're like,
You're the size of a 6-year-old and you see me right.
It's rough. James, mate, who impressed you?
I'll go Katoa.
Which one?
Which one?
The IJ variety.
The Odie?
After-
He's pretty good.
After the week before, his kicking game was not up to scratch against Australia. It cost him at times. But this week comes in clutch with a big field goal.
Yeah. It was interesting. Like, obviously got the clutch field goal, but the Kiwis had opportunities to go for a field goal. They just never chose to, which is sad to say. Bad game management by Sean Johnson, which I did want to see happen. I did say I didn't want him to do this because I think it'll not stain his career. Obviously, he's had a great career. I just wanted him to go out as that hero. Now he's fighting Papua New Guinea for the
for relegation.
For relegation, the Spoon Bowl V2. For me, who impressed me. Look, I think it was great of Kiwis to come back, but the most impressive thing was I think Taffaday's try was fucking
that was
red hot. The grubber through, unfortunately running over my man Sione Katoa, but getting that try to equal it up. And
the end of it was just like he just strolled over.
Yeah. Look, Tonga put a lot of effort in that first half, and the gas tanks were just depleted that second half. And I also think Christian Wolf's I'll go who let me down. I'm going to go Christian Wolf in his interchange. I think he brought Adam Fanua-Blake and Tamalolo too late back onto the field. By the time they came back on, they were kind of getting dominated, and New Zealand were getting the upper hand. For you guys, who let you down, James?
You sort of mentioned him earlier, but Sean Johnson.
Yeah.
But not just for the game management. The two dives after getting attacked on the legs.
Yeah.
He got the penalty earlier in the game for barely a clip, but he fucking spun around and landed on his back somehow.
What's that? Do we think the refs listened to the podcast where you talked about it last week?
Yeah, I generally thought they did. Then when Isaiah Katoa hit his field goal, again, someone hits his legs, but
he stands up.
Yeah. The field goal counts. Realistically, it could have been a penalty. They could have got 2 points for it.
2 points, yeah. I was thinking that as
I
well.
wonder, is there a penalty field goal? Do you get the field goal and get 2 points opportunity?
I like the idea.
Try.
Write this down, Valendis.
And then, obviously, Sean Johnson gets an opportunity down the other end. Very minimal contact. Barely touches him. He's the guy hits the ground first before even touching Sean Johnson, and made quite a big deal out of it. I understand how desperate you want to win the game, but it's bad look, especially with the one earlier. It seemed like a targeted.
I'm sure in his mind he's like, "Oh, someone hit my legs. I could probably get a penalty here." And watches replay and goes, "Ah, shit."
Yeah.
Dan, who let you down?
Just New Zealand's first half.
Yeah,
it just seems like they came out and they weren't there. It was just a bit of sleepies.
Their whole team just let them down. Even their fans let them down. It was like a majority Tonga.
There was so much red in the crowd. It was crazy.
Yeah, and in Auckland, so you'd think they'd be able to get some fans there. No, they didn't. Now we go to the next game.
I totally watched this game.
I totally watched it as well. PNG Commonwealth versus Cook Islands. Look,
all I know is that Alex Glenn came out of retirement and played.
Yeah, to play. We put the boots on one last time. Did you watch any of it, James?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
watched,
Okay. We'll go to
uh,
our guru, James, on the game.
Yeah, look, it was a game. Cook
Uh-huh.
Islands got out to a pretty good lead at
Yeah.
the start. Then it was all the Kummels after that. Yeah, it impressed me. Look, did I stop caring as much during the second half when it was just all Kummel's traffic?
That's what the other thing I said was Nane McDonald's try.
The double pirouette.
Yeah, so that impressed me, and I'll go with that.
Look, in the losing side, Isan Masters, I said it before the first Cook Islands game. It's always I like him as a player.
Yeah.
He was playing fullback, and in
fullback this
that
time.
first 30 minutes where they were leading, he looked quite good.
Yeah. Someone sign this man up. Look, as for in general, I think we're all happy to see the PNG Kummels getting into this promotion relegation. Imagine the world where they beat Kiwis and drop them down.
I don't think there is a world, but
Who
imagine
knows?
there could be.
They need to put in a full 80. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't look like themselves for the first 30 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
They weren't running hard. It was the injection off the bench that finally gave them some impact. But it almost, funnily enough, a player getting sin binned is what really sparked them into gear.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, big games this weekend. Obviously, we've just mentioned it: the Spoon Bowl, Kiwis, PNG. Who we tipping? I'm going PNG for the upset. Kiwis come in sleeping. James, who you picking?
I'll go the boring option of the Kiwis. I think after getting their pants pulled down 2 weeks in a row, they've got to
finally pull them up.
and then Sean Johnson goes out as a hero.
Yeah. Dan, you go with James, Kiwis?
I don't want to be boring, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Now, the Pacific Cup. Kangaroos versus Tonga. Obviously, last time we versed them, we held them to 18-0. Do we think it will be a different result this time? Potentially. I don't know. I'm going to go with Australia win again. Tonga's forward pack will probably put up a good fucking effort, but it's just going to be the halves. Maybe Katoa keeps the kicking game going good.
Yeah.
I think Australia wins. I think it's, to be fair, the last game felt close, but then it was 18-0.
And there was a one disallowed try, I think, for Tonga, so could have been closer as well.
Yeah, when it was at that stage, it would have made it like 12-6 or something. But I think Australia after last year's embarrassment where we lost this game to the Kiwis by 30 points, I don't think they'll go into this half-hearted. I think they'll look to really match Tonga at the start, and I think the class will be too much at the end of the game.
I like that. Dan, you of the same opinion?
Yeah, Australia's, I think hopefully we'll come out and not destroy them, but hopefully it's a close game. And I think with the week off, and you've seen it in the game against New Zealand, we're starting to build the combinations there.
Yeah.
And obviously with the week off, it's going to be a bit more together and structural.
Tom Trbojevic, man of the match.
Ooh. I reckon Mitchell Moses.
Dan stole my answer. I'll say Zach Lomax.
Okay.
He won't bottle his hat-trick this time.
Nice, interestingly enough, it's at Combank Stadium, guys. So get down to Combank and watch the Kangaroos.
Manny did actually ask us all if we wanted to go. But
unfortunately, me and James are punting, drinking, and golfing on the weekend. So look forward to that.
Rip my hamstring again.
Yeah.
I think I've got a first birthday on Sunday or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I go to it.
Well,
who knows?
Look, we'll find out. I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Once they haven't played COD.
Now, next on the talking list is Terry Campese's wrestling debut. Dan, you've got this written down. Did you get to watch any of his highlights? Or
it's on his Instagram and it's fucking crack up.
Yeah. Terry Campese's wrestling debut. I wonder what he's called. Please tell me he's called the Green Machine.
What a fucking spear that was.
Is that the roster?
Still in good shape.
I don't think it is. But
like some
Newcastle.
What do you
Yeah, it's a very short video, but I think it's funny.
Yeah, look,
Look at the guy's face in the background laying on the ground. He's like, what the fuck?
That's good shit.
The
Look,
budgie smugglers and all.
I'm all for ex-NRL players get into WWE. I think No Limit would be stupid not to make a WWE like just a night of.
So, like, this year we've had Ross Dog,
Yeah,
we've had Campo, and James Graham.
yeah,
Like,
that's a card right there.
and Daniel Vidot is also
That's
signed
you
by
could
WWE.
literally bring him in a professional, and then is it Grayson, the bloke who
Grayson Waller, yeah.
he's from Australia, always
Yeah.
like he has been seen with like Penrith players and that sort of stuff. Why not get him involved as well? Just make a whole day of it.
Bring Rhea Ripley as well.
Just bring her over. We'll jump on. We'll do some wrestling as well. Dan can be like the Big Show or something like that. and his finishing move is crushing fucking people's heads with his flies. Look, I'm all for it. It's good stuff though. I do love seeing Terry Campese in some. He's looking fucking. The rig's good. The rig's good.
I want to bring something up.
Okay.
I seen it today. Brian To'o's new tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's pretty hot.
So it was. Have you seen it, James?
Some
Yeah.
weeb shit.
It was Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
and it's the fist of the character has 4 rings on it, which is actually pretty cool. Like,
pretty cool.
it's a good design. It'll be on screen.
Get out of NRL talk. We get into horse racing. A couple races over the weekend. We had the Victoria Derby, which is kind of a warm up to the big race that is the Melbourne Cup. Look, the winner of the race, we had the Guru, guys. Gold Rush Guru. Jamie Carr gets the win at a nice $9 odds.
Did they shout the bar?
The bar was shouted. It was a pretty good win as well. Just stormed away. I did not have it in my my bets at all.
No, I was on El Costello.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I was on that Saint thing. I think.
Actually, no, sorry, I was on Red Aces.
Yeah, I went
I went-
Keeneland because Huey Bowman was over. So I was like, you know what? If Huey's over, gotta back Huey. But no luck. Jamie Carr shouts the bar, gets the win. It was a great finish, honestly. The next race, though, I did want to talk about the other big race, the Golden Eagle. Big prize money for this race, the old $10 million race. And the winner of this race, we had Lake Forest. William Haggis, the trainer, comes over again, brings over a horse and wins the money and goes home. Paying a big odds of $23. James, you were on Lazat, weren't you?
Yeah, so it was I think it was second or third favorite before the race. A French horse. I thought it was going to be good enough. Yeah, did not expect Lake Forest at big odds to
Yeah.
storm home as comfortably as it did.
Couple of protests here and there as well. There's a bit of push and shove between first and second, which was interesting.
And I think even second and third.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I seen you because Sportsbet paid out
yeah,
second place, didn't they?
yeah. I in the day of racing. Out of all Sydney and Melbourne, I only picked one winner, but I did get paid out for second for that, so I still won for the day.
Everyone's a winner. Gamble responsibly,
I've
obviously.
got War Machine, so I'm pretty sure War Machine's still fucking
Yeah.
running.
Pretty sure I was on Joel's.
Oh, he came eighth.
But yeah, look. Big win by William Haggis and Kieran Fallon and Lake Forest there. So another horse that's not from Australia getting the Golden Eagle. Coming over and raiding our money. They're taking our jobs.
They're taking our jobs.
Okay.
And then they're turning the frogs gay.
Now, by the time this comes out, the race that stops the nation has already happened, and we've already got a Melbourne Cup winner. But we're going to pick our winner right now. For me, I'm going to go. Look, I'm going to go Circle of Fire. I'm going to go Mark Zara, back-to-back Melbourne Cup wins. paying a fucking whopping $26. So gamble responsibly. Obviously, you can't gamble on it now, but if you are going to gamble on it, responsibly.
If you're gonna gamble on it next year,
James or Dan, you got your one already.
yeah, I'm
Who you
jumping
picking?
on St. George. It's paying $26.
Oh, we're both going chasing same odds.
Got Tyler Schiller on board, so
Yeah.
hopefully he can get the dub.
Look, Tyler Schiller, a decent jockey, on the rise. Kieran Maher, good trainer as well, Dan. So it hasn't been raced too much as well of late. So like it might be fresh, ready to
It might be
pounce.
raring to go.
James, mate, do you have a horse you like to fancy on?
Yeah, so I do like at scroll up to the top.
Yep.
At short price, Buckaroo is going to be hard to beat. I think it's looked good in its preparation.
Look good in the Caulfield Cup, that horse.
Yeah.
But my value, because look, anyone can come here and say, "Oh yeah, the favourite's a chance." My value, Kovalica. I picked this horse out well over a year ago now, thinking that it had greatness upon it. Look, it hasn't reached that level yet. Damien Lane though on it. Chris Waller trained. I think it's a smoky chance. If you scroll down a little bit more, I like Land Legend at $12. Obviously, sort of that middle price.
Yep.
And if you scroll down a little bit more, you were even talking about this one before. One Smooth Operator.
Yeah, with Willow on board. Don't mind that.
It's one of those races you got to look at jockeys.
Yeah.
Because it's the most handicapped race that you'll find. So a good jockey's going to find a way to win.
I don't mind the map as well, like big odds. If you're looking at that.
So remember, if one of these horses win,
we are claiming it.
We're a genius.
We are geniuses, and we gambled very irresponsibly. But that's the Melbourne Cup. Look, we're going to be talking about results next week, so I look forward to that. And hopefully you guys get up on that, on the pad, gamble responsibly. Today, I don't know if you guys seen the video, but our man Gout, or as I'm calling him, Goat. He's ran the 200 in 2029, and he's the fourth best all-time under 18 years old. He's still only 16 years old. I think a month until he's 17. But look, great effort from the lad. He also got sponsored, I'm pretty sure, by either Adidas or Puma. Adidas. But for like reference, Usain Bolt being obviously the best sprinter and to have the record, he was 2013 at about the same age. So look, not far off. Mr. Gout. And I think like a lot of people have talked about his starts. If he gets his start a bit better, like, mate, he could be on for some golds for Australia. He could be anything. But yeah, look, I just want to throw that in the ring.
Let's just hope he doesn't get gout.
Yeah, look, that's the joke. Every comment section you look in, it's just someone going, "Oh, with a name like that." Oh, poor bloke. Okay, well that's our athletics done. Rugby league athletics right there. Now we get to the cricket, James.
Well, obviously today on Monday we're starting a small little one-day series that the whole nation's really tuned in for. Starting
Dan literally watching it right now.
Starting on a Monday at 1:30.
It's such a weird time.
Very keen for that. What's the current score, Dan?
We're currently 2 for 50 with Smudge and Josh Inglis in.
See, Smudge just hit a nice 4.
Yes.
Hopefully he's found his eyes, found his
We are
hands.
couch commentating, literally.
But, I want to take you back. So we all got aroused over the Great Australian Bat-Off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you I was.
Look, there was one batter that wasn't named in the 3 names, or was it 3 or 4 names that I gave you?
I think it was 3.
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah, it was 3 main ones.
Yeah.
And then there was like they were the ones I gave you. It was Consus, it was Marcus Harris, and Bancroft. Other options were like a Nick Maddinson. Really, that was it for the openers. But the Australia A captain, South Australian, Mick Sweeney, he's the man that all the whispers are about right now.
Ooh, a new name is
A new
entered.
name. So,
the bat off.
Still young blood, younger than Bancroft and Harris by a fair bit. A little bit more experienced than Consus. The thing is, he bats number 4.
Ooh, chuck him up the order.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't in my initial highlight package for the Great Australian Bat Off. But the main 3, well, the main 4, like if you include Madison, have all scored fuck all runs.
They really haven't been batting.
Yeah, I've seen Constance hasn't been batting that well.
No, he scored. So in a Shield match, he got a really dodgy LBW call, and then he scored a scratchy 39 last week. Boland was bowling extremely well though.
Oh, Scotty B.
Scotty B had to
on the home deck, that was doing a lot. But that was same that happened with Madison. He was also facing that same Victorian attack on a deck that was doing a lot. Not a lot of runs scored there. Marcus Harris plays with Victoria, so he had to face the New South Wales bowling attack, which included Starkey.
Mitchell Stark.
So he also really struggled on that deck.
Which apparently Starkey had a fucking cracker of a game.
Yeah.
Is it time to get the bat signal out? The David Warner time.
Yeah, that got shot down pretty quick. I heard rumours before the Australia A game that McSweeney might be edging ahead. Because
edging in the bat off. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Edging in the bat off. Because it is such an old team, trying to get young blood, we know that we're going to need another opener in maybe 12 months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more, maybe less.
Hopefully Uzi doesn't do it to us in 12 months, but...
Well, I put hands up for Dan. He's pretty good under the opening his opening record.
My opening record, a duck.
Was it golden duck or
It's a fucking diamond duck or whatever.
I think it was just a normal duck.
Oh, it's a normal duck.
I think I faced the ball and then I got out. Yeah,
that's fair.
So the Great Australian Bat Off not going as planned. No bulk runs. The best was McSweeney in the Australia A game. He scored a 39, which was or something like that, which was our top score in the first innings.
Wow.
Look, we still won this game.
Yeah.
But he scored an 88 not out in the second innings.
Well, he's the front runner. He is the front runner.
Would you say it's cooling down instead of hotting up?
Yeah, it's really taking the fire out of this.
Considering we're 3 weeks away from the first test.
Yeah.
I think we're actually 2 weeks.
Look, James, I'm more interested in what happened in India.
Good point. I forgot. I'm distracted by the cricket, to be honest. That Dan's watching over there.
Very professional right now, guys.
Yes. So in the subcontinent, in the country of India, look, last week we reported on it that history had been made. New Zealand had won their first ever Test series in India, 2-0.
And then India had been beaten for the first time in 12 years.
Yeah, in 12 years. And I hadn't done enough research to realise it was a 3-match series. So another game happened. And you usually think, oh, well, now the pressure's off. India probably gets the job done, starts warming up for this Australia tour. And no, they got rolled again. They got rolled 3-0 at their own home grounds, their own pitches, doctored to however they like. They got fucked again. Look, I would like to say I watched a lot of this test match. I didn't. I watched the last 3 wickets fall yesterday afternoon. It got to a point where they needed 30 runs with 3 wickets in hand. So it was pretty close.
Yeah.
But then Phillips almost gets a hat trick, and then the next ball of the next over, they take the 3rd wicket.
Look, it's good for our little brothers to get their job done against India, and we'll obviously show them how to really clean sweep when they come here.
5-0 here.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
We'll get the brooms out.
I was saying to Brandon, they got a new coach at India recently, Gambhir, former player. Yeah, not going so well. We made the joke, will he ever be the coach for the Australian tour?
Yeah, might get sacked. The Australian tour isn't there one of their big pace bowlers out as well? So, big plus for us.
Shami.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Shami. Yeah.
Something like that.
So,
Yeah, great cricket guru. Look, we'll still have to deal.
it's our rights as Australians.
Yeah. We'll still have to deal with Bumrah. Probably the
Yeah.
best bowler in the world.
Just put it.
Yeah, them missing their second best pace bowler is huge.
Huge. Definitely when we have Scotty B firing at the moment.
Yeah. Michael Nessa bowling well as well.
Mate, I think Starkey's going to be in for a good series.
Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to it.
I want Starkey to have a Mitchell Johnson series.
Mitchell Johnson Ashes day 1 year, yeah. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that's cricket chat.
That's cricket chat done.
Been a bit scattered.
Yeah. Look, you guys are very interested in the cricket over there. So, look, by the time this podcast is out, that's already happened. But that's all, gentlemen. Great podcast. Look, we're pretty good at this. We're at, 85 episodes in, 86. Get that 100 subscribers going, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to beat Dan. I want to make my money.
Let's film another episode after this so we can get more episodes out.
As always, follow the social medias. And look, we'll see you guys next week.
And damn Dan.
Damn Dan.
Bye.